Recording in progress.
Yes. Oh, yes, baby. You know what time it is. From the Rocky Mountains of Utah down to the panhandle of Florida. This is 100 Proof Football. My name is Paul Kleckler, joined on this here 2022 draft week, as always, by my co-host, Adam Pope, baby. You ready for this draft, man? You muted, sir. Starting off on the right foot, baby.
Yeah. I've already had some margaritas, some drinks, 3 different types of beers. I am good to go.
Hey,
come on.
Hey, you can leave that mute button on if you want, man. We probably get more viewers that way, dude.
Maybe.
Bruh.
Yo, mock draft release date, baby. We put some time into this. We did some hashtag show prep for once. Don't tell nobody, ruin our reputation, man. But we actually put some. Hey, I'm telling you, becoming with it this time, man. Got the AP graphics department on it, man. And had them working overtime, burning the midnight oil, and it is time, dude. It's time for the draft, man. And so our mock drafts are complete. We do have some side wagers going on for the draft tomorrow. We will be live, by the way. Tomorrow we are streaming live during the draft all night long, the whole first round. So come hang out with us. You can always find us live on YouTube and Twitch at 100 Proof Football. Also on your favorite social media at Twitter and Instagram at 100 Proof FB. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know your predictions, where we're going right, where we're going wrong. And shout out to the chat. What's up, Jay Mills and everybody in the chat? Good to see y'all. Glad it's football season is almost upon us, man. It is draft time, dude. How you feeling, man? What's you got some surprises up your sleeve in your mock draft, man?
There's always going to be surprises up my sleeve. The only thing that I think that handicaps us is we didn't do any like trades or anything, because that's way too much.
That's hard to
pay
call.
grade right now. Yeah,
that's hard
until
to call.
we start. Yeah.
Well, I know we're gonna have some bets going on, so I got some ideas about the scoring as well. Before we reveal these, so we got some actual draft day bets going on about first overall positions, who's going higher at certain positions, and these were made right before or right after the combine. It was right after the combine, right? Yeah. I think so. Lots happened since then, but we're sticking to our guns.
It was right before the combine.
Yeah. So I got this. I got a scoring setup for you scenario. Let's see what you think, man. I think tomorrow every pick we get right, the right team and the right overall pick number, we get 2 points, right? Other than that, if we get the player in the right round, like somebody traded up for him, but it's a different team, we get 1 point. So like if your number one still goes number one, but somebody traded up to take him. You see what I'm saying? So you still get a point. And then after that, you get a point if the player ends up on the team, maybe with the team's first pick, man. So I'm trying to give you some chances.
I like how you make all these rules and on the fly, man, and then I just like, okay, cool. I don't care. Like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, before combine, there's some money to be had. So I mean,
I'm ready,
do what
man.
You gotta do.
I got my drinking shoes on, man. Without further ado, man, we're going to reveal Adam's top 10 overall pick for the first round of the 2022 draft, y'all. Come on.
You ready?
Come on, read them off to the folks, man.
10 up or 1 down?
They're all 10 on the page. You can start any side you want, man. They can see them.
Okay. So, I'll go number 10, Derek Stingley Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be one of the most athletic people in the draft. He could be a top 5 talent. He just got injured, knocked him down a little bit. Number 9, Kenny Pickett, Seattle.
Mm.
There's a quarterback taken before Kenny Pickett, and I think Seattle needs the QB.
Wow.
They take Kenny Pickett. Atlanta needs a go-to receiver, Garrett Wilson. Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau. A lot of talent. Just got to stay on the field. Panthers, Malik Willis.
Wow, the surprise of the draft, dude.
Bruh.
Knowing that coach and knowing what he likes to do, he wants an athletic quarterback. This fits his pedigree.
Damn.
Even though I don't think he'll realize the fruition because he'll be fired after this year before he plays.
I love it.
Giants again. Ahmed Sauce Gardner. Man, Giants did a good job drafting him. If they follow my logic, they're going to be dynamite this draft. The Jets, number 4, Akeem Ikwanu. Good offensive lineman for a young quarterback. Protect that young QB. They'll trade and probably get Deebo Samuel. So keep that QB upright. Your offense can be clicking. Number 3, Tavon Walker. I think he drops a little low because a lot of people have him number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good pick for Texans. Detroit, the same thing. You need to keep working on that offensive line. Keep your QB upright. Evan Neal from Alabama.
Wow.
And then number 1,
Aidan Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Wow.
I think he is the biggest bust of the draft, but hey, go ahead and take him, you Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, man. No love for my chaps across the pond, man. Biggest bust is going first overall, according to Adam Pope, dude. Man, that's quite the first round, dude. I don't hate it
too
much,
10, man.
Yeah, well, excuse me, the first 10, the first section of the first round, man. I don't hate it very much, man. Elaborate a little bit more about why you think those quarterbacks go when they do, and why they don't wait, trade down, or if you think they do trade down, who are other candidates to take those quarterbacks? Those are really high for most people's draft boards, mock drafts, where you think that they're going. Talk to me.
See, I'm just smelling desperation from these two teams.
I mean, cheers.
Seattle has freaking Geno Smith going. Like, he's playing with the ones right now. Come on. So, yeah, they're desperate, and the Panthers are very desperate. And I think Rule, the coach, he's struck out. He could have had a pretty good offseason, but he decided to stay with I want to say Matt Leinart, but it's the other USC quarterback.
I'm watching it happen.
Yeah, I know. Train crash. Anyhow, he should be a forgotten story, but however, like, they need a quarterback. He's going to reach. They already told him they're going to go for another quarterback in this draft. So why not first round? You don't tell a quarterback that has to be afraid, like, hey, we're probably going to draft another QB. No, they already circled who they want. This fits who he wants, an athletic quarterback. So I think they reach and they get Malik Willis. Some people have Malik Willis going to Detroit. I do not see that.
That is nuts.
I hope that's not going to happen.
Not with their first pick. I'll tell you that. They're going to have to trade down to do that, I would think, man. But I don't hate the first 10, man. I like some of them. I mean, our first. I'll talk about mine in a second. We have some going close to their draft spot, but with different teams. Jay Mills in the chat says he says 75% of these players go in the first 10, but the teams Adam picked are less than 50%, and that's kind of where I'm at too. I don't hate it, and it could fall that way. I'm just not as much on the Hutchinson love in the first overall selection, and so let me pull up my picks. Here's my mock draft, man. First overall, I got the Jags going Evan Neal, offensive tackle from Alabama. I think Alabama gets their first ever number 1 overall pick in the modern draft era. With Evan Neal, they got to protect Lawrence back there, man, and he's they boasted their O-line some already, and I think this is the final piece of the puzzle for the line going forward. I think Detroit then snags up Hutchinson, the hometown Michigan boy. I mean, yeah, Detroit needs offensive line, but they also need secondary. They also need just damn near about everything. So just go ahead and get you defensive ends. I mean, the top positions of value in the NFL are offensive tackle, quarterback, and defensive end. So both of us have offensive tackle and defensive end going in the first 2 overall picks. I'm going to keep it going with Akeem Ikwanu go on offensive tackle. I did practice saying that. Thank you. To the Houston Texans, who also need damn near everything else. But if they're going to give Davis Mills a chance and potentially have a franchise quarterback for a deal, a steal, then let's protect him and give him every chance to make that happen. Kayvon Thibodeaux, going against my own vault bet with you, sir. I did have him going ahead of Hutchinson in our bet. But the hype has just gotten strong with Hutchinson, man. And so while, like, you even called him a bust yourself, but, if the media has anything to say about it, he's definitely going ahead with Thibodeaux. And the Jets apparently like their interview with him, so I'm putting him there. Trayvon Walker down to New York, get another solid DN out of Georgia. Then I'm with you. I had the Panthers going Kenny Pickett at 6th overall. They might trade down a little bit, but they need a quarterback so bad. I think they go the safest route, and they get Kenny Pickett. I think he's ready to play now. He's mature. His Wonderlic test, I don't know if that was up to snuff or not, and if anybody cares. But I think the Panthers try.
Hand size.
What's up?
His was hand size, like Joe Burrow. If the glove don't fit, you can't throw a football.
Dude, so yeah, man.
Daddy, no!
I got Kenny Pickett at 6. I got Charles Cross at number 7. Charles Cross, number 7. Jermaine Johnson, a surprise, rocketing up the defensive end boards to Atlanta. They need some pieces there. They need receiver, yes, but I think that's a little too early to go that route. And next, I got the Seahawks coming in with Malik Willis, doing the same thing, trying to replace Russell Wilson. That's the only thing that makes sense with the offseason moves they've done. I think it's too high, but I think they've put themselves into a corner with their trades, and so nothing else makes sense to me. And then I got Drake London going to your boy Zach Wilson up in New York, giving them a big target, pass catching, playmaking, red zone threat for your boy up in New York, man. What you think, dude?
Bruh.
You got some reaching.
You got some reach around? I mean, some reaching?
Yeah. I think it's kind of hilarious. We got Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis. You gave me shit about. However, you just crisscrossed them, and you're like, makes sense to me.
No, well, I didn't give you shit. I mean, for the folks at home, that's going to be higher than 90% of the draft boards they've seen out there. Okay, but I think it's the same thing. Desperation is a stinking cologne, and I think with the generational talents at quarterback that have come out of the diamonds of the rough lately from Texas Tech or University of Wyoming, I think they're not afraid to roll the dice on a Malik Willis, chasing that high that they see everybody else having. I mean, shit, you're not in the top 10 that often, ideally, so I see them, it's a reach. I wouldn't do it, but looking at what their teams have done and how they have left themselves without a viable starter under center, I think that's the writing's on the wall, man.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say is you had new cornerbacks.
I don't.
Any DBs. And I don't think you had any receivers.
I had London. I had Drake. So I got Drake London going 10th overall, and I don't. This is one of the. There's two things about my draft board that make me go, But when I was putting it together, it just made too much sense. So yes, while there is some top DB talent that is not in my top 10, I just think with the team needs of these other teams, man, that this is the route that they go, dude. So
yeah,
we'll just see. Well, let's pop up with your next group of draft picks, man. Going from 11 to 21. Go ahead and count us down.
So number 11. This is where I got Kyle Hamilton dropping to the Washington football team. I refuse to call him the Commanders.
Daddy, no!
Solid pick. I mean, he could be easily a top 10 pick, and looking back 5 years from now, he probably should be number 5 or something, But I got him at number 11. Number 12, Vikings go with Jermaine Johnson. Vikings usually are known for that front seven, and this guy fits the mold of a Vikings defense that we have come to know the last 5 years.
I'll drink to that.
Jermaine Johnson. Number 13, Texans get that Charlie Cross, man, or Charles Cross. I don't know how to read, but that's Charles Cross. Ravens get that big body receiver, Drake London. That's what they're missing. They've been looking for a big body receiver. That's where he goes. Eagles wants to make a splash. This is where Jameson Williams goes. Devontae's more of a route runner and stuff, and he can spread the D. But if you have a guy that's just straight speed on the other side, that makes that offense more dangerous. Saints, it falls in their lap. Chris Olave. 17 Chargers.
Steal, that would be a steal. Yep.
Yeah. They need some help with Jameis. I mean, even if Mike Thomas comes back, that guy can really do some damage. 17 Chargers, Nakobe Dean. Go ahead and solidify that defense. They're going to play in probably the toughest offensive conference week in, week out there is. You need to solidify that defense.
So you agree with my vault bet there, huh?
What's your vault bet?
Don't we have him first overall? Linebacker.
Well, you had Lloyd.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
So in that case, you agree with my vault.
Yeah, there you go. I have so far.
Eagles, number 18, Jordan Davis. Let the big guy eat. If I was a GM, he might be my number one pick in the whole draft. He is that good to me. Number 19, Trevor Peenan. Get some offensive line right there. Number 20, the Steelers, Treylon Burks, that big body receiver the Steelers need. Number 21, Patriots get lucky and they end up with Tyler Lindenbaum. He drops that low. They're going to snag him up. Done. 11 through 21.
Dude, that's pretty good. Time. I mean, and we have actually some picks that are exactly the same and some that are like one pick off and stuff like that. So, I don't hate the list. Let me just go ahead and jump right to mine so you can see the similarities. Not let me talk about what I do and don't like. Pulling my second group up, 11 through 21. I also have Kyle Hamilton going at 11 overall to the Commanders, yo. It's funny, we have a vault bet that he goes in the top 9 or not. And I picked against myself on 2 of my vault bets already. We've got him going at 11th. We both do. I guess there's your first cornerback. I got Stingley Jr. going to the Minnesota Vikings, man. Skol Vikings got a shutdown corner. I have Ahmad Gardner going to the Texans immediately thereafter. There's your top 2 cornerbacks, just outside the top 10. I personally like Gardner better. I think, just the fact that you're that reliable, haven't given up a touchdown in your entire career at college is like just a crazy stat that I've never heard before. Keeping it going, I got the Ravens getting a very Raven-like guy and George Karlaftis on the defensive end. Keeping it going with the Philadelphia Eagles and that shitty front office. They rolling the dice again, baby. And get another receiver that I guess won't work out just because he's going to Philly, and Garrett Wilson. We both have Chris Olave at the going to the Saints at 16. I got Bernard Raymond, offensive tackle, going to help protect your boy out in Los Angeles, man. And at 18, then we got the Eagles going defense. Trent McDuffie, the cornerback, is starting to go. I got the Saints. We also have Trevor Penning. We have both the Saints picks exactly the same. Defensive tackle. Yeah. And I have Tyler Lindenbaum going a pick earlier than you said at 20 to the Steelers to help that run game and to help that just shitty O-line they have. Starts up front, starts in the middle. And then I got a steal of a cornerback pick for the Patriots because they just always seem to get that kind of a pick, a value that should not have fallen to them. Give me Andrew Booth Jr., man. Give me Andrew Booth Jr. going and joining Bill Belichick and that defensive scheme, bro. What you think?
Actually, I like the Andrew Booth. I think that's a little high, but it definitely makes a lot of freaking sense for the Patriots. This is our guy. This is our shutdown corner. We can replace whoever we just lose. J.C. Jackson last year. Before that, it was Stephon Gilmore.
There you go.
So, I mean, yeah. So, back to back, and they just keep replacing those DBs, but you got to draft them and you got to develop them. So, they know what they're doing on the DB. So, that is a very good insight. And I think I wouldn't.
So you don't hate my you like my 11 through 21 better than my 1 through 10.
Yeah. Well, I guess because we've matched on 3 or 4.
Well, that's
of
true.
them, so.
Checking in with Chad, Bo Jones out there talking about. To be fair, other than Pitts, the Falcons need someone everywhere. As a Falcons fan, I feel your pain, bro. And York Fryer, what's going on, baby? Jay Mills says Hutchinson falls out of the top 5. Wow, and he agrees with me. I will drink to that. Jay Mills.
Who drops out of the top 5?
Hutchinson, according to Jay Mills. That's his call, man. If
he
I was drafting,
yeah,
he wouldn't be there either. But he's getting so much hype right now. But Jay Mills also agrees with me. I'll drink to you that Drake London goes to the Jets at 10. And I did see a typo. I also had Charles Cross in my top 10, but I had the wrong position next to him doing the graphic editing there. So I had 2 wide receivers in the top 10. What's up, Chad? Good to see y'all there, man. If you got a drink, hey, let's spin the drink wheel one time for the Chad out there, man, just because they're out there.
Well, hopefully they're drinking with us this time.
Yeah, that's it,
Talking
man.
about York right there.
That's the only way you can look at my ugly mug and think, you know what I mean, and tolerate it that long. Let's see here. Let me get this drink wheel spun real quick. Like that. All right. Here it goes. Here it goes. This for you, chat. Good to see y'all, man. You know we're going to be live tomorrow getting all kind of wild. Oh, man. The complimentary wheel to the chat ends up in us doing a shot, baby. What you drinking on the night, man?
I do whistle pig.
You doing whistle pig?
I don't have shot glass anymore. I'm just drinking straight out of the bottle.
I got this as a wedding present when I was marrying that couple last week. That happened. It's Devil's Gate bourbon whiskey, bottled in Utah, small batch number 8, bottle number 996. So I have one of the first 1,000 bottles of this, and it's pretty good. It's hitting right, man. I don't mind it at all. So cheers. We just doing it straight from the bottle. Cheers, chat. Going up to you, man. If y'all got one out there, cheers, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, tail end of the first round. Time to bring up your 22 through 32, man. Talk to me, man.
All right, I think this guy falls in the lap of the Packers. Devin Lloyd, the Utah man, drops that low to 22. I mean, and honestly, he could be a top 10 pick too. Like, I wouldn't bet an eye if he was top 10.
Yeah.
In 23, I got Johan Dotson. A good receiver, solid. They got to replace some people, and who knows about DeAndre Hopkins. Sorry. Bruh. So I mean, he might be starting to slow down. So go ahead and start replacing him. You got to get some speed. Cowboys, Kenyon Green. Go ahead and get that line good and solid. This one for the Bills, I think is a little bit of a reach, but they circled their guy ahead of time, and I think they're going to go pull the trigger first round. The only running back, Breece Hall, in the first round.
I'll drink to that, sir. Cheers.
Titans, another guy that drops a little bit, that could be a top 15 pick, is Zion Johnson.
I like him there.
Bucks. Yeah. Bucks need some help in the secondary. Trent McDuffie. Solid. I think Packers strike out, or not strike out, but like luck up again. They get a solid receiver, Christian Watson. If he catches the ball, that guy could be maybe the number 1 receiver, in my opinion, in this draft.
I'll give you credit. It does help to catch the ball as a receiver.
Yeah. Number 29, Chiefs. Back-to-back receivers. They're going to go George Pickens. Chiefs again. Need a little bit of help on the secondary. Kaiir Elam.
Out of Florida. Is that Matt Edom's brother?
This is nephew.
Nephew, okay. Cousin or something.
Yeah, nephew, cousin, brother. 31, Bengals, Lewis Seen from Georgia. Number 32, Detroit finally has the 32nd pick in the first round. This is where they get really lucky. George Karlaftis. I didn't practice these names, but man, the guy's solid.
Yeah, I had him going way earlier than that. That's interesting. I mean,
you drop though.
Yeah. So if you notice a theme with mine, unlike yours, those are the two things I said that struck me as I looked back at my mock draft, is that I had the cornerbacks drop out the first round, but I have only have one linebacker going in the entire first round now.
Yeah.
So let's look at that real quick, man. So from 22, I got the Packers short on the O-line to protect Aaron Rodgers, who they just re-signed. At Zion Johnson, you had him a little bit lower, but I think the Packers take him there. I think he's a good pick. Hey, I got Matt Elam's nephew, Kaiir Elam, going to the Cardinals at 23 overall. That's a position of need. I like how our approaches are different because we're both looking at positions these teams need, and then we're kind of evaluating what they're going to take with the value that's available. So that's kind of cool. I think the Cowboys, I mean, their offense is set, ain't it? I mean, they lost Amari Cooper, but I mean, I think they're going to be okay in the first round at receiver. I don't think they go after anybody. I think there's too many going around. I think they go linebacker again, and Nakobe Dean. We both agree. Cheers to you. The Bills taking Breece Hall, man.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So another pick we had the same, dude. I think the Bucs do need secondary help, but they also need D-tackle help, man. And give me Jordan Davis at 27 for the Bucs. I think the Packers this is what irritates me about the Packers. I think that the reason I don't like this pick for the Packers, I have Sky Moore here. I don't like it because surely, with as old as Aaron Rodgers is, they're going to trade for a veteran receiver, and this hasn't happened yet. But since it hasn't happened yet, give me Sky Moore for the Green Bay Packers. Shifty guy that can get open, make space, Devontae Adams style, and get open. The Chiefs shore up that defense because they ain't got no problems on offense except Tyreek Hill, but same thing. There's just too many veteran receivers out there available for trade. I think they go to that market. Since they're Super Bowl ready now, I don't think they got time to groom somebody. So I have them going back-to-back defensive picks with Travis Jones and Jalen Petrie. Give me the Bengals coming in with your boy and a steal of the draft, Jameson Williams. The rich get richer, man. Alabama wide receiver falls because of his ACL tear in the national championship game. He could have been wide receiver 1 overall, but with that injury, I think his stock takes a hit. So the Bengals just scoop him up right now and just go with that offense and just load it up more than ever. Let him heal, recuperate. They got weapons already, and when they add Jameson Williams, good luck stopping them and having enough DBs to do it. And after that, the Lions secondary was so fucking awful last year, dude. It was a damn joke, man. They have to get one cornerback, man. So give me Daxton Hill, who's graded out about, in the 30s there, as the best cornerback available to fill out that first round, man. So that's it, dude. The mock drafts have been released. Talk to me, chat. What are you feeling? What are you not feeling? Whose top 10 is going to be more accurate? Whose first round is going to be more accurate? We making bets right now. So with the scoring system I put in place, I'm putting 50 on the first 10. You agree? You down for it?
I mean, I'll put 50. I mean, hell, after all the vault bets you made,
come on, yeah, I know. I
have like 125. So,
I know my own mock draft agrees with half the vault bets we made for your ass. So yeah, all right, we got 50 on the first 10. And double or nothing. What you say? Double or nothing on the whole first round with the same scoring system.
Yeah, sure.
You good with that? All right. So we got some bets to look forward to tomorrow night on top of the 5 that we already had that we made way back in the combine. So Daddy's just trying to, make up for some of them calls back then, man. But dude, I'm fucking excited. Some of the folks that got here later, what's up, Ben Holmes with the top 10 recap. We'll throw them up on the screen one more time, man. Let's do this thing.
You could just rewind the whole shit.
You could, but that's all right. They here now. We're gonna put this up. Let me comment on Adams for a top 10, man. I think Malik Willis' 6 is crazy. I don't think there's any way Malik Willis is the first overall draft pick, man. The first overall quarterback taken. At 6 overall, I don't think so, man. I think the Panthers are right. I think the Panthers are right for a quarterback. But at the same time, I got the music on, my bad. At the same time, that's just too early for Malik Willis. I mean, if that guy had the best day of his life if he's going in the top 6 of the NFL draft. I think he's going to have the best day of his life because I called him at number 9, but still. I think you got...
I think you got Jameson Williams way too low. There's no way he's going to be out of the top 20.
Hey, man, you're coming off an injury. That was my reasoning, man. Coming off injury, that was my reasoning.
I get you, but...
I think so, too, but people fall for weird reasons. Okay, Rodgers fell, and he's one of the best quarterbacks ever. You know what I mean? And fell that late,
Yeah, people grab QBs for no reason.
Oh, the chat's with me. Aiden at number 1 is old news, man. So I'm taking that to mean they disagree with you, man. Nobody thinks Evan Neal is going first overall, and that's why I'm picking him, man. Here goes my picks, y'all.
I want him number 1, just so Detroit does not even look at him. That's the only reason. Trust me.
Hutchinson's going to Detroit.
I hope not.
That's a very Detroit thing, man. The team that's finally 32nd in the dumbest way possible is also going to take Aiden Hutchinson with the 2nd overall pick, man. It's just happening, dude. All right, so you're looking at my top 10 on the screen, man. You tell the chat what you hate most about my top 10. And forgive number 7. That's supposed to receiver at Charles Cross, not offensive tackle. The position was messed up on the template there. The AP graphics department was going late into the night, man. So we have a couple oversights, man. But
I think you got Evan Neal a little high. I mean, I think he could go number 1, but
a little high. You got him at 2.
That's a little high. But I think you're wrong because Jags already solidified their offensive line already in the offseason. So I don't think they're going to go after Evan Neal. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it.
Let me expound on my Evan Neal reasoning a little bit.
Okay.
There's 2 things about the offensive line nobody's talking about, okay? Everybody's talking about, they got the free agents and they shored up the offensive line. And so to protect Trevor Lawrence and all that. That's true. But guess who else they need to protect and open up holes for? And that's Travis Etienne, who runs a lot on the outside and on the edges, who didn't get to play and feature last year like he should. Remember, also a first-round pick last year that's coming back to help the Jaguars. I think his stock rises with the offensive line acquisition they've done, and I think they only adding to it because, hey, the offense and Lawrence was running around so bad last year and throwing on scramble so much last year in his first year in the season that the defense had no chance. They were put behind the 8 ball all the time. So if I'm the Jags, I'm looking like, hey, in a way, the best way to help our defense is through the offense. Let them keep the ball, run the ball, pass more successfully. And so Evan Neal helps both out, in my opinion.
Okay, so me to combat that opinion, Evan Neal would have to play right tackle, which I still don't. I get your concept, but however, Peterson's the head coach. He didn't draft Etienne. And then Peterson, you got to look at what the coach did beforehand, correct? He had Jordan Howard. He was between the tackles, and he spreads the ball. So I think Etienne will go more inside the tackle than you expect. I just don't see Evan Neal.
Well, they also shored that up for him to go inside. They shored up the interior line too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and Peterson also had running back kind of by committee in Philly. But when when your running backs are who they had in Philly.
You had fucking Jordan Howard after he left Philly. It's like
I had ETN.
Trust me, I had him on my fantasy league.
Hey, the dude, the channel wasn't live last year, but I had ETN graded out as my number 1 running back last year. So he got hurt.
That's my number 1.
So there you go. So I think it's all about offense for the Jaguars right now, and that's the key of the NFL, man. It's all about offense. I mean, the defense matters in the biggest games, but you got to be good enough to get there, man. You got to be good enough to get there. Once time, we're gonna run through these drafts one more time. Adam has. Oh, Bo's asking where is Sauce. Adam has Sauce at what? 7th overall, 6th overall, 5 overall, 5 overall.
Giants.
There you go. I think I have Sauce at 13th. It was a weird thing about my draft that I had both of the.
Well, this is my thing with
top
Sauce.
DBs going outside the top 10, so that might not be a popular opinion.
I
got Sauce at 13.
You got Tua. You're going to need some secondary on that division. You're going to need some secondary help. So they have to get
South?
Sauce. What?
You said Tua. What you mean? I said AFC South needs.
No, the AFC.
East. My bad.
East.
Yeah.
Because you got the Patriots, you got the Dolphins, you got Bills. So you're going to have some DBs and to even be in the game. So I think Sauce, and it's a solid pick. It makes a lot of sense. Giants is actually very smart in getting Ahmed Gardner. Like, I mean, they're not smart just to listen to me, but that's a smart pick. And then to put some pressure on the quarterback at number 7 with Thibodeau, I mean, that just makes total sense.
Well, all right, here's the thing. As I'm running up our entire draft order one more time on the screen for anybody who was late. All right, let's talk hypotheticals, because the one thing we got to put out in our as a disclaimer in our mock drafts is we made room for 0 trades, right?
Yes, and
we had 0, because I mean at that point it gets all this soup sandwich and all kind of fucked up. So, all right. Talk about a couple of trades, 1 or 2. If you have 3, talk about 3 that you're looking for or that you wouldn't be surprised happens. Who trades up, who trades down, who you got your eye on to do any of that, man?
And people that trade up, I think, would be somebody like Green Bay Packers, to get that whatever receiver they have highlighted. Like if they're going after a receiver, they're going to trade up and get him. There's a lot of people with multiple first-round picks. I could see the Jets. I mean, honestly, I think it's news today that the Jets are trying to go after Deebo Samuels and give up their 10th round pick, plus a lot of others. I think it's way too much of a high price for it, but I get it. So, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, there's a lot of teams that have collateral, multiple first rounds that can trade up. But I can see really Packers. I can see the Chiefs trading up to get their receiver that they have highlighted. But those are the 2 teams I would say, Packers and Chiefs, that really make some type of combination to trade up and get like 10 more like ahead of it. You're muted.
You're looking at it in a different way than I am. You're looking at it as in who can trade up. I'm looking at who can trade down. I mean, most people, I think this is let me put it this way. Teams have brick and teams have mortar, okay? And there's an old saying, you need a team that has some mortar. You can't have a team of all bricks. So I think this is a mortar draft. I think you get a lot of 8-year players or longer that may or may not be Pro Bowlers, but are solid as hell on your team this year. And I'm looking at teams to trade down. The Eagles have multiple picks. The Giants and the Jets, multiple picks. I mean, the Jets and Giants, the Jets think they have a quarterback. He's new enough that they can't make the decision yet. The Giants, are they going to pick up the option on Danny Dimes, man? Like, do they want to take a quarterback? Or do they want to, if you don't believe in Danny Dimes or you're not sure, then you definitely got to build long-term around teams like that. You talked about the Packers. Here's the one thing about the Packers. Now, I do have the Packers taking a receiver on their second overall. I mean, their second pick. But here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers is a fucking hard ass, right? Anal motherfucker, man. He don't like a rookie coming in that can help out Aaron Rodgers in year one. I don't think exists. Maybe, but I think they're going veteran. I think they're going Deebo Samuel. They get one of the Seattle receivers, unless Seattle drafts Malik Willis, and they're going to roll with it, and they ain't going to let nobody go. But Odell Beckham Jr. is somebody. I think the Packers are going veteran receiver. Now, I put them on the as a receiver with the second one because, hey, at the same time, how long Aaron Rodgers been there and they ain't drafted a receiver in the first round? What is it, 8 years in a row or something like that? It's longer than that.
Yeah, I think 2012.
So 10 years, so 9. Yeah. This will be the 10th year if they didn't do it. So I think they're doing like, hey, you signed with us. Here's a tackle and a fucking receiver. Fine. You know, enjoy your fucking ride into the sunset for the last few years. Pretty much. But overall, I like where your head's at with your draft. I think I'm going to win some money from you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Anybody out there listening?
I already won money from you.
I bet against myself on some of this shit, huh? But anybody listening, we're going to be live streaming the entire draft from the pick 1 to pick 32 tomorrow night live on this channel, The Drink Wheel. Hey, if you want to support the stream and spin the wheel, the link is in the description of the video, man. You can always spin the wheel, get us a drink. If you haven't liked the video yet or subscribed, please do so. Hit that bell, hit that like, smash it all because it helps us get out to the algorithm, man. But we're going to have a big-ass party tomorrow. I don't care if it's 10 people here or 10,000 people here. We're going to be getting live, getting lit tomorrow night for the draft round 1. You feeling me tomorrow, Adam?
I'm feeling you. Should we have some special alcohol? Like bourbons, beers? I mean, is there something special?
I mean, I don't know, man. I can drink this bourbon that I have sitting right here by this trophy. Neither one are mine.
I think that's my beer.
It is. This is your bourbon, and this is our league champions trophy. They're right here beside me.
Do you have the belt? One day. Because
the belt, the championship belt doesn't fit on the desk, but it is within arm's reach. It's about so definitely, man. Any parting thoughts? You ready for tomorrow, man?
I'm ready. I try to sober up, but I got a little tipsy tonight, so I'll take some Advil tomorrow and
that's what you call seasoning your liver, bro. Seasoning the liver, getting ready for tomorrow night. Just get a little.
I was marinating.
Yeah, you got to, you know what I mean? Leave it overnight and come back, and it'll be just right, man. Chat. Much love to the chat out there hanging in there, man. I think the chat seems to be in my corner for the most part, except Bo Jones. I think
that's how you read it on it. So
see, Bo Jones wants to know where Sauce is, man. I take that as to mean I must have had him too low. But either way, hype to the chat out there, man. Much love to everybody. And this is 100 Proof Football, getting you primed for draft day tomorrow. Let's see who's right. If you got your own mock drafts, feel free to post them on our socials. At Twitter, at Instagram, at 100 Proof FB. And we will see you. We're going to be dual streaming tomorrow. YouTube and Twitch. Simul stream. 100 Proof Football. Search it on either of your favorite streaming apps, and we will be there coming at you live, talking shit, and seeing who knows whatever, dude. Because my drafts usually ain't my strength, but I'm feeling good this year, man. I'm feeling froggy. I got a lot of money on the line. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Bruh. You got a lot of money on the line.
I know. Dude, from the Rocky Mountains of Utah down to the Panhandle of Florida, this has been 100 Proof Football. I'm your host, Paul Kleckler, for Adam Pope. May all your parlays come through, and may all the women be satisfied.
That was pretty classy.
We out.
Oh, big goal, son.
Baby. That's all right, baby. We out.
I'm out of here, bitches!